Hi everyone, this is Kiwi Whispers, and yes, this is Fun Facts. I know you're all very excited, so let's get into the fun facts. A lightning bolt generates temperatures 5 times hotter than those found at the sun's surface. Ouch. Hugh Jackman went through approximately 700 claws as the part of the Wolverine in X-Men. The universally popular Hershey bar was used overseas during World War II as currency. You know what? I don't really like the Hershey bar. It kind of tastes like it has sick in it. Just my opinion. Mexico has more American residents than any other country except the United States. It's nice. I don't know why I did that voice. The heaviest baby weighed 23 pounds, 12 ounces, but did not survive the birth. The heaviest baby who survived birth. I'll read that again. The heaviest baby who survived birth weighed 22 pounds, 8 ounces. That's gotta hurt. Manatees possess vocal cords which give them the ability to speak like humans, but don't do so because they have no ears with which to hear the sound. That's funny. The only domestic animal not mentioned in the Bible is the cat. Makes me wonder if they missed the ark, but how did they get here? God only knows. The Bank of America was originally called the Bank of Italy until the founder Amadeo Giannini changed the name in 1930. It's nice. Why am I doing that voice? The infinity sign is called a lemniscate. I know I've said that one before. Jerry West was the model for the official NBA logo. What am I saying? It's really late. Jerry West was the model for the official NBA logo. His silhouette appears dribbling basketball. He wasn't dribbling himself. Well, that'd be funny if he was. Not you. You wouldn't be able to tell because you can't see him. Time slows down near a black hole. Inside it stops completely. Houseflies have a lifespan of 2 weeks. If they're in my house, they have a lifespan of 2 seconds. Camel milk does not curdle. That's because Alice, the camel, didn't know how to make milk. That's a fact. Children born in the month of May are on the average 200 grams heavier. On average 2 grams heavier at birth than children born in any other month. Both my sisters were born in the month of May. I better not call them heavy. I just shouldn't do that. I'll get pummeled. Did you know the Hawaiian alphabet has 12 letters? The Ouija board got its name from the combination of the French and German words for yes, oui, and ja. Ouija. Ouija. Shouldn't it be Z? Ja. Ouija board. Muhammad is the most common first name in the world. Samuel is the bestest name in the world. It's true. Only female mosquitoes bite. I wonder if they're all born in the month of May too. Each year, 96 billion pounds of food is wasted in the US. I'm not surprised by that. When the moon is directly over your head, you weigh slightly less. But if you were born in the month of May, you weigh more. The only food that does not spoil is honey. You're honey. Gold is about 8 times heavier than any other metal on Earth. Imagine gold in your teeth, you'd be weighed down by your mouth. This is a long one. In Sumatra, workers on coffee plantations gather the world's most, I love this one, they gather the world's most expensive coffee by following a gourmet marsupial who consumes only the choicest coffee beans. By picking through what he excretes, they obtain the world's most expensive coffee, which is the Kopi Luwak, which sells for over $100 per pound. Has anyone tried that? I would be very interested to know what you think of it. Drinking marsupial poop. George Custer was the youngest American officer ever to become a general in the United States Army. He made his rank at age 23, my age. The first non-human to win an Oscar was Mickey Mouse. Oh boy. I can't do it loud enough because I'll blow your eardrums. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't worry. Intelligent people have more zinc and copper in their hair. What do bald people have? Nothing. They have bald coloured hair. False teeth are often radioactive. It sounds dangerous. Better than gold teeth weighing you down. Approximately 1 million Americans wear some form of denture. Half of these dentures are made of porcelain compound laced with minute amounts of uranium to stimulate fluorescence. Without the uranium additive, the dentures would be a dull green colour when seen under artificial light. The average woman spends 1 year of her lifetime trying to decide what to wear, and if they're born in the month of... No, don't worry. If humans had the same metabolism as a hummingbird, they would have to intake 150,000 calories a day. I'm really excited to see a hummingbird at some point in my time. Where I live, I think they're so cool looking, and I want to see one. Dell Computers was started by a 19-year-old with only $1,000. In its ancient form, the carrot was purple, not orange. I thought it was white. I thought they were originally white. Somebody will know. I'm pretty sure I was told that one time that they were originally white and they were made orange because they would sell better or be more popular. A cosmic year is the amount of time it takes the sun to revolve around the center of the Milky Way. About 225 million years. I've seen a couple of those. It's a long life. Fanta Orange is the third largest selling soft drink in the world. Really? Maybe this is a very old fact. I don't think Fanta is that popular. Popular. Boop. How old am I? At 120 miles per hour, a Formula One car generates so much downforce that it can drive upside down on the roof of a tunnel. That's what spoilers do. I'm really smart. Until the 1960s, men with long hair were not allowed to enter Disneyland. Butterflies cannot fly if their temperature is less than 86 degrees Fahrenheit, I presume. It'd be one hot butterfly if it was Celsius. 12 hours later. It is possible for a fetus in the womb to get hiccups. I have the best hiccups, not gonna lie, they're pretty funny. Continuing on the babies thing, babies always have blue eyes when they're born. Melanin and exposure to ultraviolet light are needed to bring out the true colour of babies' eyes. Until then, they all have blue eyes. Flamingos are not naturally pink. They get their colour from their food, tiny blue-green algae that turn pink during digestion. Did you know your skin is the largest organ making up the human body? The shortest Bible verse in the Bible consists of 2 words, Jesus wept, found in John chapter 11:35. The first CD pressed in the US was Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA. Tigers not only have striped fur, but they have striped skin. Babies are born without kneecaps. They don't appear until the child reaches 2 to 6 years of age. In Shakespeare's time, mattresses were secured on bed frames by ropes. When you pulled on the ropes, the mattress tightened, making the bed firmer to sleep on, hence the phrase, "Good night, sleep tight." Cocaine was sold to cure sore throat, neuralgia, nervousness, headache, colds, and sleeplessness in the 1880s. Somehow I can imagine that didn't help them sleep. 95% of people feel uncomfortable when the TV volume is an odd number. I agree. The Earth is presently inhabited by 1.4 million species of animals and 500,000 species of plants. Walt Disney named Mickey Mouse after Mickey Rooney, whose mother he dated for some time. Oh boy. Did you know that the average person has 10,000 taste buds? A fetus starts to develop fingerprints at the age of 8 weeks. Did you know Nintendo first produced playing cards? I did not know that. In ancient Japan, public contests were held to see who in a town could break wind loudest and longest. Winners were awarded many prizes and received great acclaim. I'd like to go see that. I wonder if they still do it. In the USA, more toilets flush at the halftime of the Super Bowl than at any other time of the year. That is a great fact. The 10 most popular dogs are in order: Labrador, Retriever, Yorkshire Terrier, German Shepherd, Golden Retriever, Beagle, Boxer, Dachshund, Poodle, Shih Tzu, and Bulldog. The pitches that Babe Ruth hit for his last ever home run and that Joe DiMaggio hit for his first ever home run were thrown by the same man. Chewing gum was created by the Mayans over 300 years ago. They boiled the sap of the sapodilla tree and chewed it. Did you believe I was chewing gum there? The average lifespan of a taste bud is 10 days. We're all clued up on our taste bud facts now, as well as babies and weight of females born in May. Did you know the Amazon rainforest produces half the world's oxygen supply? Koalas almost never drink water. They get fluids from the eucalyptus leaves they eat. Did you know most Australians don't drink water? If you take your age and multiply it by 7, then multiply by 1443, the product repeats your age 3 times. The average computer user blinks 7 times a minute, less than half the normal rate of 20. I wonder what a gamer's blink rate is. It's probably less even than 7. Mexico City is sinking at a rate of 6 to 8 inches a year because it's built on top of an underground reservoir. Wells are drawing out more and more water for the city's growing population of more than 15 million people. Humans have 46 chromosomes, peas have 14, and crayfish have 200. Benjamin Franklin had poor vision and needed glasses to read. He got tired of constantly taking them off and putting them back on, so he decided to figure out a way to make his glasses let him see both near and far. He had 2 pairs of spectacles cut in half and put half of each lens in a single frame. Today we call them bifocals. Tomatoes were once referred to as love apples. This is because there was a superstition that people would fall in love by eating them. When Burger King introduced the Whopper sandwich in 1957, it only cost 37 cents. That is a whopper of a deal. Los Angeles' full name is El Pueblo de Nuestra Senora la Reina de Los Angeles de Porcupine. I don't think it's that. 1/4 of the bones in your body are in your feet. Anyone ever broken their foot? American alligators live in southeastern areas of the United States, such as Florida and Louisiana. Did you know that over 500 meteorites hit the Earth each year? small ones. The heat from a nuclear explosion is hotter than your face. I mean, hotter than the surface of the sun. Around 22% of Americans are teenagers. Did you know the average bed contains over 6 million dust mites? Good night. Sleep well. The average person's skin weighs twice as much as their brain. Some people that don't have a brain, it wouldn't. Poor eyesight, or myopia, is associated with higher IQ. According to an old English system of time units, a moment is 1.5 minutes. Back in a moment. The largest great white shark ever caught measured 37 feet and weighed 24,000 pounds. Really? I guess. It was found in a herring weir in New Brunswick in 1930. The harmless whale shark holds the title of largest fish, with the record being a 59-footer captured in Thailand in 1919. The common goldfish is the only animal that can see both infrared and ultraviolet light. A clue originally meant a ball of thread. This is why one is said to unravel the clues of a mystery. I like that. A snake has no ears. However, its tongue is extremely sensitive to sound vibrations, and by constantly flicking its tongue, the snake picks up these sound waves. In this sense, a snake hears with its tongue. It's impossible to sneeze with your eyes open, unless you're Mr. Bean and super glue them open. I don't recommend that. The first letters of the months July through November in order spell the name Jason Derulo. I mean Jason, just Jason. Jason. A giraffe can go without water longer than a camel can. What did we say about camels previously? Did they have one hump? But Alice is greedy and has 10. Holy moly, the mother of all mothers, the largest number of children born to one woman is recorded at 69. From 1725 to 1765, a Russian peasant woman gave birth to 16 sets of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets. I don't know about that. A chicken loses its feathers when it becomes stressed. The largest diamond that was ever found was 3,106 carats. Rabbit would have been happy with that. Oh bother. The only 15-letter word that can be spelt without repeating a letter is uncopyrightable. Pregnant goldfish is called a twit. I know some people call that too. In Saudi Arabia, a woman reportedly may divorce her husband if he does not keep her supplied with coffee. No wonder I don't drink coffee. It takes takes 12 I'm not meaning anything by that. Oh boy. It takes 12 bees their entire lifetime to make 1 tablespoon of honey. The zip in zip code means zoning improvement plan. Cheerophobia is a fear of fun. I know some people that have that. The word Nike comes from The word Nike comes from Greek mythology. Nike is the goddess of victory and was often depicted as a small winged figure whom the goddess Athene carried. In Singapore, it is illegal to sell or own chewing gum. Unlike most cats, tigers love the water and can easily swim 3 or 4 miles. The first hard drive available for the Apple II had a capacity of only 5 megabytes, and even today they don't ship with much larger hard drives than that. Did you know sound travels almost 5 times faster underwater than in air? 16 pennies stacked up equals 1 inch, and 16 pennies in a line is 1 foot. If you don't have a tape measure, grab 16 pennies, measure something, and be amazed. The Madagascan hissing cockroach is one of the few insects who give birth to live young rather than laying eggs. The abdomen of the ant contains 2 stomachs. One stomach holds the food for itself, and the second stomach is for food to be shared with other ants. You see, ants are just so useful and helpful and kind and loving to each other. We should be more like ants. Alright guys, my heater is about to start making a bunch of noise, so I'm gonna call this video quits. And thank you for watching. I hope you go and enjoy the rest of your evening or your sleep now. So thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.